Welcome, stream fans. We are back, and ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Brewsknee, our Gnome Monk, our fourth toon that we are starting now on our questing journey from 1 to 110 to eventually get every single class taken care of. With your guys' help last night, we made this toon. You got the old pink hair, the funky spiked hair, handlebar mustache. You're playing a monk, finally! Yes! Welcome, Rethgal, the legend, Pravonus, and Alina. Rose, welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, we are entering the world. We are going to get started with leveling this monk. With that said, hey, guess what? We get to reset the death counter. Yay! Finally! 0. A big old 0 on the death counter. And we'll hide it until we actually have a death. So he does look a little funny, but it was all by your guys' help to create him. And gnomes are supposed to look funny. I'm pretty sure that it's written in canon that they require to look funny. All right, finished. What did we just do? I'm not sure. It's reloading our interface. Got to make sure. Okay, good. So our interface is established. If you need tips with it, DM me on Discord and I will help you out. My main in World of Warcraft is a monk. Okay, that is good to know. I'm sure I'm going to need lots of tips because I know I was absolutely dreadful of the rogue. So the monk requires chi. Looks like there's points of chi that we need to maintain to be able to do things. So yeah, so we're here. Jose, welcome to the stream. Our Gnome Monk, and we're going to grab our first quest here. Kill 6 crazed leaper gnomes.
Have a great day now.
That we can do. But first things first is we might as well take advantage of our heirlooms. So yeah, it's basically the same gear as we would be wearing with our rogue. So I'm just going to start grabbing all of our level 100 stuff that we had already. And those are the right legs. Now, what does he use for a weapon? Huh. I didn't do any research at all on this guy, so those are unique equipped, so I didn't need both of those rings, but I can take which trinkets we got? We've got a haste trinket, and we've got, no, we're going to go with that trinket times 2. Oh no, that was the neck piece, never mind. We'll do this trinket times 2. Well, I've set monk, monk is set as my class. I'm not sure which one of these is actually considered the tank spec. Mistweaver, I'm assuming is going to be like heals. Brewmaster. Let me see what weapon it ends up picking for the Brewmaster here. Okay, I actually don't even see a weapon as an option to be able to select for that. And then Windwalker, so we can use that. Brewmaster, I think, is the tank. See, I don't know anything. Oh, let's see. What weapon does he have equipped so far? Basically, he's like hand coordinated, so how many weapons is he actually going to use? He's probably not going to use much, so. One of those rings, we can't equip the other one, so we can destroy that. One neck piece, which we can destroy that. That neck has a usability, restores 300 health. There, you know, there's things that I just never paid attention to with my other toons. We're going to equip both those trinkets. So he's using fist weapons. So it looks like fist weapons is the way to go. And I'm sure there's probably some fist weapons that we could get for heirloom gear, but I'm not really worried about it right now. We'll just kind of cruise along here and see what we end up getting into. It's not till level 10 that we end up choosing what spec we're going to go with anyway. I'm going to go with the tank spec is the one I'm going to do because, you know what, I enjoy doing tanks. So that's probably the way we're going to lean towards right now. So I guess without further ado, we might as well dive into these quests and get things moving. So we've equipped our gear right away, which is actually a good thing for us. So I think I did like the first 10 levels, 10 or 15 levels on my rogue before I had remembered to equip my heirloom gear, so... Alright, well, what do we got to do here? We got to kill these guys. We only have one attack, so at this point it's pretty easy.
It's too far away.
Fist weapons are a part of the Brawlers Guild. And I see there is an interface adjustment that I have to do. No, I think it's a settings. No, I think it's under interface. Controls, auto loot. Yep, I need to turn my auto loot on. We've got to have our auto loot. So we're just going to sit here and keep killing these gnomes because they keep spawning right here for us. So we don't have to go very far at this. So we're like one hitting these guys. Man, this is like too easy. I can't believe the gnome beat the blood elf by 1 vote. By 1 vote. And then, of course, with that said, the tie would have went to the gnome anyway. So, hey, look at that. We hit level 2. We're already level 2. Woohoo! We killed 6 things in level 2. Okay, let's have a look at our spellbook and see if there's anything here that's actually interesting at all. Brewmaster is the way we're going to want to go. But right now, all we have is just the Tiger Palm is all we've got. We get Blackout Kick at level 3. So I'm trying to figure out, so what do I do with the chi? What does the chi mean that we've got here? So we'll have to figure that out as we kind of move along here.
Salutations!
Well done, Brewsknee. My men can take it from here. Let's focus on getting the other survivors out now. Complete quest. Stay, Windwalker. It's much more fun. But I like tanking. I so like tanking. Report to Cravo, Blast Bolt, and Nomergon. Nomergon, why? Chi are like combo points. Alrighty. Thank you, Grim, and welcome to the stream there. Blur, welcome to the stream as well. Yes, it is a brand new character today, brand new stream series. We're starting all over Blur. We got 110 last night on the Rogue, so the Rogue is complete. And I'd like to go tanking on this toon. I think that's the way I want to go. Just because that's my playstyle. I like being in the shit, and I think that's kind of the way I prefer to play. Cravo! Complete quest. Okay, use the teleport beacon to teleport 6 survivors to safety. Alrighty then. You're a survivor. We're going to teleport you to somewhere. I am totally looking forward to doing a brand new toon. And of course, all of these quests are completely brand new as well. I have not done a gnome ever, so I have no idea what the starting quests are like. I've never done the starting quest, so this is all going to be completely new. So I like being in the shit. Terry 2017. Shit, right?
I can't get that.
Let's actually use the right little... Out of range? I'm like standing right in front of you. How could I possibly be out of range? Alright, we need one more guy saved here. One more! There we go. Oh no, 2 more. Apparently I don't know how to count. Yes, hello Nightbot. Nightbot's gonna keep you all in line. Oh, I totally missed that ledge. I missed the ledge. Alright, quest turn-in time. Where's my quest giver? Right there. Tucked in behind that gear.
Greetings.
Got a big old cup of tea happening tonight. Nice, brilliantly white cup. Follow the safe operatives to Gareth Coil Spring in the loading
Right.
room.
Can I help you?
I guess we just gotta... Where's the safe operative? Is it one of these guys we gotta talk to get it going?
Can I help you? Greetings.
Well, we'll just follow the arrow. Follow the arrow. All else fails, follow the arrows. I think we're gonna go up a level here, though. Oh, a new toon. So uncomplicated when they're brand new toons like this. Let's kill some stuff. Why not? Oh, I'm clicking. Oh, heaven forbid. No clicking. Not gonna click. Not gonna click. Resist the clickness. It's tough to do when you only got like one thing to do.
Pleased to meet ya.
Complete quest. Board the Senatron 500 to begin the decontamination process. Alright. Oh, there's the decontamination process. We're getting hauled off to do something. When will I start healing? I'm never going to heal. I will never heal for as long as I exist on this planet. Healing will not be anything that comes anywhere close to any toon that I'm going to be playing. When I eventually have to do a priest, it's going to be anything but a healer.
Interesting.
Complete quest. Speak to Torben Zapblast to get teleported to the surface and report to Nevin Twist Wrench.
Seen you.
Yo,
Greetings.
sup? Send me to the surface. Couldn't I just like ride the elevator up? Why don't I like healing? I don't like the pressure of healing. I think it's too much pressure.
Salutations.
It's too much revolving around the whole group survival on whether or not I can keep the tank alive. No, that's not me. It's just, I don't know. I can't bring myself out of that shell. Complete quest. Like,
You have a great
we're
day,
gonna have
pal.
this whole experience.
Off and away.
These random. You know what? I know that ELVUI has like 5 updates since I put this in. It probably wouldn't hurt me to go and do an update at some point.
Tell me of your travels.
Alright, why you look great. I've heard bad things about what happened down there. Well, you're ready to start your monk training, blah blah blah. Yes, let's get started. Introduce yourself to High Tinkerer Mechatork in New Tinkertown.
Travel safe.
Well, apparently I gotta go introduce myself. Complete
Necessity is
quest.
the first cousin of invention.
We've had a ton of quests already, and we really haven't accomplished anything. It's kind of crazy. Watch the holo table in front of High Tinker Mechatork, and then learn how to operate Nomergon. Okay. We gotta go.
We assembled a mighty force and defeated Thermoplug's servants, fighting our way into the city. But the usurper Thermoplug had one last trick up his sleeve.
High Tinker Mechatork. What are we looking at here?
It's too quiet.
They look like Mechanostrators.
Are Thermoplug's defense forces?
No! I won't allow you into my kingdom, usurper! I won't allow it! Activate the ultimate atomic protection system! Disintegrate them all!
Activate the atomic protection system. Disintegrate
It's
them
a
all.
Trap. That's a fully functional irradiator!
Irradiator
3000.
activated.
Attention.
Emergency. You now have 10
That
minutes
that
to
does
reach minimum safe distance.
that doesn't sound good at all.
Play Plenty of time to disarm the device. Hinkles,
It's Neb.
hand me
Welcome
that
to the
whirring
stream.
bronze gizmo
Welcome to
and
the new
some fresh
tune.
Spring water. Cogspin, toss me that dirty trog cloth and a handful of copper bolts. I just love to tinker.
There we go. Level 3, and we should have a new spell now. Speak with the engineer, grind spark in New Ticketum. What did we learn from that? I don't think we learned a damn thing. Let us look at our little spell book here. Kick with a blast of chi energy, dealing 185 physical damage. So, okay. So, 8% chance to make your next blackout kick cost no chi. Okay, that's good news too. So, alright, we've got 2 spell abilities now. I'm so sad that I missed you getting to the getting the rogue to 110. Well, you can go back and watch it. It is on my channel, so it's available there to watch. But it's not the same when you're live. I know. You could watch the video. Well, I could probably watch lots of videos on how to be able to do things, but let us continue on completing some quests. Oh, you did watch it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching it.
Hey,
Engineer Grindspark. Complete quests. Alright, bring 7 spare parts to Engineer Grindspark and New Ticketum.
right.
Alright, we gotta find all these spare parts. Well, this is gonna be easy. They're just kind of all laying around everywhere. These gnomes are kind of pigs. You ever realize that? They're just gonna leave shit laying around everywhere? Kind of looks like my daughter's room. Gathering up spare parts. And busted ass parts by the looks of it too. Alright, there we go. And one more. Okay, we're good. We're good. Turn in the quest. We're just cruising through these quests. Wonder what the target
interesting.
goal. Level 10 tonight. Does that seem like a reasonable
Daylight's
target?
burning.
I think that might be a reasonable target. I mean, we're already level 3, so it's not going to take us that long. You should hide the helmet and show off that epic haircut. Yeah, you know what? That's probably not a bad idea. Interface, display. Nope, that's not it either. Action bars. Is it under system graphics? It's not going to be under graphics. Man, it's been so long since I've turned that stuff off. Camera, raid profiles, accessibility. That's not an option anymore? Oh, you have to use a transmog station to get rid of the helm. Oh, that really sucks. It used to be an option where you could turn off the cloak and turn off the helm. But that's back in the day, right? So, have to use transmog. Well, at some point, maybe we'll get around there. You can still see... Oh, you can't even see my... You can see my eyebrows. There's a tiny little bit of pink hair there. Maybe when I'm in town, I'll park the helm. And we'll just do that. There's another quest over here that I didn't grab. My bad. Yeah, I got a little thing following me around now. That's what the spare parts put together for me?
Salutations. Off and away.
Pink eyebrows are nothing. This thing's got pink everything. Let's just do this. I'm going to actually put that on my hotbar so that I don't forget to take it off. Or put it back on. Oh, what am I doing? I meant to put that in my inventory. There we go. It's in the inventory now. This we can trash. We don't need that. Those are vendorable items. There we go. Like totally pink hair. Pink mustache. Unbelievably unique. Evolve, SFX, yeah, Gnome Monk. Like, that's what I really wanted to play all along. Like, I'm glad that the votes came around. I think it was enough poking and prodding on everybody to say, hey, make sure you vote for that, because that's what I want to play. So we're going to be a little badass Gnome Monk running around kicking ass. Well, kicking kneecaps anyway. We'll try to kick ass. It is just epic. Everything is epic about this toon. We have another quest over here. But not in this room. Right in front of us.
Pleased to meet you.
Destroy 6 living contaminations at the toxic airfield.
Seeing you.
It's too far away.
Alright, so far.
I need to get closer.
So number 2 seems to consume chi, but I'm not entirely sure how much chi, so we're just going to play around with this. So, male gnome dance is hilarious. Yes, absolutely it is. Really slash dance. Oh, he's even dancing along to the music I got in the background. He's almost keeping the time too. It's actually really kind of funny. I don't know why I waited this long to actually play a gnome. It's actually kind of pathetic. Recovered possessions.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
Well, so far we got to clean up the toxic geysers as well, so we got to keep our eyes open. That must be something that this guy's supposed to do. Probably anything here that's like shooting up into the air like that, that's probably what we've got to clean up. There he goes. He's doing his job. Nice. Okay, we're getting these quests done now. We're cruising through this.
I can't attack that target.
How many more of these we got to get? Those ones we are done. So it's just the recovered possessions from these guys. You should level a gnome druid. Like, I don't think druid is an option as a gnome. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be pushing pretty hard for the Blood Elf for the next toon. Oh, don't forget to vote, guys. You're here. The new survey is up. We've got 100 and... What are we at now? We're level, what, 103? We're at 3, so we got 107 levels to go for you guys to decide what toon we're going to be doing next. So make sure you get your votes in there. Figure out where we're going to go for the next one. I got a feeling Blood Elf is going to be really, really, really pushed hard. Everybody wants me to get a Horde toon done, so... A gnome druid would be strange. Absolutely. No, they can't. Yeah. But it would be fun. They should just unlock all of them. Have all of the characters be able, or all of the races be able to have the ability to play whatever the hell they wanted to. Okay, we got some more geysers over here that we got to do. Ah, we're stuck. Get the fuck out of the way. Apparently, we're not allowed to walk through that. A little mini boomkin, I think, would be hilarious. Alright, we need more of these geysers we got to take care of. Come on, buddy. Over here. Ooh, I totally launched up on that one. I vote for Panda, and then you pick Horde. A Horde Pandaren. That would be an interesting combination. Alright, how many more guys? We need one more geyser we got to take care of here. I see one off into the distance here. Seriously, Sonaris should teach gnomes druidism. Well, you know, put your petition in. Maybe it'll be on the, maybe you can get it for the, not this expansion, but the next expansion. Alright, we have 3 completed quests. Let's go turn them in. Grab ourselves another level.
Greetings.
Now, I mean, there is distinctive lore reasons why certain races don't do certain things. I understand that, but I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. Undead should not be allowed to be priests. See, there can be evil priests. There really can be. And I mean, undead would be about as evil as a priest you can get.
Hey, daylight's burning.
There we go. Level 4 reached. When's our next spell or ability get unlocked? Level 5. We get roll on the next ability.
Right.
Alright, we are now 18% of the way through level 4. And we need to move on to some more quests here. I've never played any of the Horde tunes, so I really have like no... I can't provide any feedback with, you know, what would be nice, what wouldn't be nice, what's the most fun. As far as their starting zone quests. So far the Gnome one isn't too bad. This is going to be a little bit of a jaunt to get over to our next quest area. As we're ripping through the toxic... Oh, right, chauffeur. Oh, I totally forgot. Mounts. I totally forgot about our chauffeur. Oops.
I can't use that idea.
And we're going to also equip our Hearthstone in the right spot too. Ah, I totally forgot about chauffeur. I'm glad that guy drove past me. So it's not like we're not mounted. It's still kind of slow, though. I'm leveling a Torrent Enchantment Shaman. Oh my god, the damage is real. Chris Thomas, welcome to the stream. It's Ditto. Hell yeah, Gnome Monk. Yes, it is a Gnome Monk. Say hello to my little friend.
Hi.
Jessup McCree. There we go. You drove by me to see if you have it. This is Stephen Campos. Well, thank you for driving by, Stephen, because I totally would have, like, completely forgot about my chauffeur to cart me around. As soon as it went by, it's like, cha-ching, hey, that guy's mounted. I know why he's mounted. I should clue into what I'm doing.
Light be with you.
Alright, what do we got to do here? We got to capture demolitionists and stolen powder kegs we got to get. Alright.
I'm out of range.
You have been freed, demolitionists. Lore reasons be damned after Night Elf Mage. Oh yeah, well yeah, you know what? A Night Elf Mage. That makes sense.
It's too far away.
Kate, the monk does some serious like one-shotness here. Pretty good range too at that. I was doing the battleground and was fighting a shadow priest, and I win, and his teammates ran away from me. That's funny. That's the thing with them, with priests, is you just got to spell lock and burst, or else you're screwed. Yeah, Blizzard has revealed that they are going to be doing vanilla classic servers. I will probably dedicate a toon or two to the classic leveling system back in the day. Alternate it with my retro night or something like that. Because I think Baldur's Gate like one day a week might be a little bit too much. Once every couple of weeks is fine, so I need to come up with an alternate for that every other Tuesday. At low level, everything does kind of get, you know, with the heirloom gear, everything's getting one shot. That's just kind of the way it is. It's not an Iron Man challenge, so I can one shot and cheat away as much as I want. What do I think about the new allied races? I think about all of the new races is they're kind of new races. Let's just put some different paint on our current races and give them some new models and call them new playable races. That's kind of what I kind of feel that way. It would have been nice to have actually new playable races. Like, lo and behold, let's have a Naga or a Murloc or something completely brand new that we could play, instead of just kind of putting some different lipstick on the tunes that we've already got. Oh, really? Jaw, getting kind of handsy there, aren't you? All right, what do we got left? Nothing. We can go turn these quests back in, and we're gonna fight our way back. I don't know if I could stand listening to all day, every day, leveling a tune. Murloc was just something that popped into my head, but having to listen to that. Yeah, you know what? I think Naga might not be the one that I would want to play, because then you're going to know that there's going to be an underwater zone, and Vashir sucked so bad that I don't want to visit that again.
What's on your mind?
And I don't know if there's a way you could correct that whole experience. Complete quest at the bottom of the cave in Frostmain Hold. Kill the boss Burgor and activate the detonator to detonate the Trog Tunnel.
Safe travels.
All right, but we have roll now. What does roll do? Roll a short distance, maximum 2 charges. All right. Yeah, there we go. We get to dive in on things. Everybody's pulling for Tuskar. Tuskar, yeah, that would be a different. That'd be all right. Okay, roll is kind of an avoidance thing. I don't think that's really a. I'm going to lead off my attack with a roll.
It's too far away.
Where are we heading to? We are heading to... Did everything get turned in? Yes, it did. So we got to head into this cave system up over here. That's where we're heading to. What spec are you going? Probably Brew... Master? Is that, let me look at it here. Whatever the tank one is. Brewmaster. I think that's the way I'm going to go. I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll play with it and see. Marcelo, welcome to the stream. It's kind of creepy that you called me daddy, though.
I need a target.
Yeah, the roll a short distance thing. Not sure if that's going to be useful or not. We're going to have to keep an eye on that one.
It's too far away.
Do some video watching on, okay, just what is useful about that? Is roll something that we need to be paying attention to? There be a dead troll here. It's not even a short distance. That's a pretty good roll. I guess if you're on the verge of dying or something, you can roll out of the way of an attack.
I'm out of range.
What item level is your rogue? Mine is 935. My rogue is like 3. I mean, he hit 110 and we pieced out. We didn't go and try to get any decent gear with it or anything. We just got them out of there. So I'm doing the Brawlers Guild to get the heirloom weapons and the mounts. Well, there you go.
I need to get closer.
Hello. We're getting some extra aggro here because I rolled into it. Yeah, I gotta move roll. I don't think that should be on just one of our regular abilities. Alright, this guy's who we gotta take out. And pretty much two-shot him. That's it. Now we got to hit the old detonator. I don't think we want to be in here when that goes off, though.
I don't have a target.
I think I'm going to go via... I think on all my tunes from now on, I'm going to go mining and herbalism just to make coin. I think that's what I'm going to do for the professions. I'm not going to try to stick to any particular format for that because, you know, try to stay, if you're wearing leather, you should be a, skinner leather worker or something like that. No, I'm going to be a miner and herbalist because that's going to make us the most bank. So as soon as we find somewhere we can get a trainer for those, I'm jumping all over that, so... Okay, we seem to be kicking ass and taking names.
I need a target.
Chris Thomas, I beat the last boss of the Brothers Guild on the first try on my feral. Nice. Alright, we're out of here. It's ditto. You know, when I first read that, I thought you said I'm doing meth and I hate it. I'm glad you're doing math. It's too bad that you hate it. Quest turn in right here. Jessup.
Great to meet you.
Complete quests. Bring Jessup's report to High Tinker Mechatork in New
Off
Tinkertown.
with you.
I'm only rank 5. You're only rank 5. What were you doing? Oh, in the Brawlers Guild, you're only rank 5. I've never done any of the Brawlers Guild, so that is completely have no clue what you're talking about when you're saying that you were only rank 5. So let's have a look and see if we've got any gear we can equip. And that looks to be about it. We got the report. We'll put that in the number 1 spot here and close out our inventory. It looks like we picked up a couple of bags along the way. Today's been the worst for me. For me, my guild master kicked me from the guild because I wasn't able to raid with them for a week. You know, guilds are such bitches, especially high-end raiding guilds. Oh, you have to be here such and such days. You know what? People have real lives. People have real lives. They got things to do. Kelvin 1, please play tank spec so that your teammate won't find you in raid. Okie dokie. I was going to go tank spec anyway. But... let's cruise along, chauffeur. Franklin Martin. There we go. Okay, quest turn-in time.
Welcome, friend.
Hi, Tinkerer. Here's your report. Complete quest. Kill 8 Crush Cog minions at the Crush Cog Arsenal. You may kill irradiated technicians or the battle suits. So we could do either or. Oh, we also have another quest here. Let's grab the other one.
Interesting.
Oh my god, the healers without add-ons are going to have a hard time trying to target you. Shit, right? I mean, I get barely just, I'm a tiny little thing sitting in, it looks like I should have a booster seat. Like I'm leaning like on the very far edge of this. Hilarious.
Be seeing you.
Okay. What do we got to get? We got to head this way. Most healers, I think, if you're actually going to be doing anything, are probably using some type of add-ons. Now, if you're in pickup groups in dungeons, probably not, but we can always hope.
I don't have a target.
You don't have a target? Well, that's too bad for you. We're destroying some tanks.
It's too far away.
I think it'll be fun to watch healers trying to heal me if they don't have any add-ons. I mean, you just got to set your focus on it, right? That's all you got to do. So how's your day been? My day's been all right. I had a vendor of mine today email out a virus, which was kind of funny to see our technology vendors get infected. That's actually the second time in 6 months that they've had their website hacked, they've had their point of sale system hacked, and now they've gone through and blasted email viruses to all their customers. I think that's absolutely hilarious. Alright, bomb time. And another one. You know, maybe I will keep that. If you need to get somewhere in a hurry, at least you've got the ability to be able to do that if you want. The roll. Kelvin, wow, it's a good game. She always reminds me that I don't have a target in my life. That's funny as shit. I have goals and ambitions. My goals and ambitions happen to be around YouTube, though. So that's helpful then in this scenario. Level 6 is reached. When's our next one? Level 8 is when we get our next ability. Effuse. A fast and efficient spell, healing the target for 73. Yeah, again, probably not going to be used that often. Well, I mean, it'll be helpful. It's was it instant cast? Nope. Shitty ass slow cast time, 1.3 seconds. So, yeah, probably not going to be the most useful thing. Oh, so we have all these quests done. We should actually maybe think about going and turning them in. Maybe go turn them in. So Graham, so I need to buy more RAM for my PC as well as a new processor and a new chair. well, I sell the chairs at my store. The Rosie chairs. And lo and behold, I sell RAM and processors too. With that said, depending on your motherboard, you may not be getting a processor upgrade without a motherboard upgrade. And if you're getting a motherboard upgrade, you might be getting all new RAM because you won't be reusing your old RAM if you're going into a 7th or 8th gen processor. And of course, you're going to go Intel because King Tim Games, welcome to the stream.
Salutations.
Complete
On
quest.
Why, hello there.
Complete
How can I
quest.
help?
And we have another new one. Speak with Jarvie Shadowstep at Brunal Village. We're heading this way. We're cruising along. Moving our way along. It's not going to be too far long before we'll actually get up to Ironforge here. I would think it's coming in our near future. Ah, 2-year-old motherboard's still fine. What generation is your processor you're running? And I'm assuming you're running Intel, yes? You're gonna go Intel because because it's true. Absolutely. Intel won the processor race hand down. They build the most the most powerful and outperforming processors on the market. However, AMD's gone the way of energy efficiency. So they're going for the gaming enthusiast or the PC enthusiast that wants to have completely passive cooling, 0 decibel sound operation, because their ears bleed if anything hits 1 decibel or higher. That's where AMD has their niche market. Intel's just the true out raw performance. Bit of a power hog though. You got a 4th gen i5. I don't even think there's any 4th gen i7s out there anymore. So I've seen that the Ryzen stuff. It seems cool. Yeah, it's still, when you look at Tom's Hardware in the whole processor hierarchy, there's like the Intel i7 series, even including the 1st gen, and then next to it is the AMD Ryzen chip, which is like right here. There's like a whack load of, and I mean, 1st gen i7, that's a freaking old processor now. That's what I've got in my system, and it still matches the performance of the new AMD Ryzen. So it's, yeah, it is what it is. All right, we got to take out some sentry bots. Sentry bots out.
I'm out of range.
All right, that's 1 down. 4 more to go. It's been blinded and runs off in a panic and then dies. All right, let's continue this. 2 more to go, 1 more to go, and we can step this quest out. What are we at? We are currently 34% of the way through 105, level 5. That would have been impressive if we went from 1 to 105 in 49 minutes. That would indeed be impressive. I keep wanting to like click stealth and move around. I'm kind of in rogue mode. Defeat Razlal, Crush Cog, speak to High Tinker Mechatork at the Ice Flow Lake when you're ready to begin the battle.
Daylight's burning.
Alright, I guess we're gonna go kick some badass. But we gotta go talk to somebody first about it. Mechatork. And up here is where we gotta go talk to the guy. You know what? I should have drove. I could have freaking drove over here on my chauffeur, and I never did.
Thermoplug is sure to be quaking in his mechano tank. And rightly
Welcome, friend.
so. You're next, Thermoplug. You're next!
I believe we were supposed to talk to him, and now he's just down with... We completed it? We didn't do anything. How is it we have that quest completed? We were supposed to kill somebody. Huh. Alright, well there's a glitch that I'll take it. Away we go. Who knew? I'm thinking that somebody else finished it just as we were getting up there. He still has the little name above his head. Oh no, the bubble's gone. Complete quest, accept. And now we're heading out of the starting area. We have finished the starting area. What motherboard do you recommend for gaming? I really like the MSI stuff. There's the Z270. Oh, frick, which one is it? I was just looking at those boards yesterday, trying to think which one I would end up going with. It's one of the Z270 series. I want to think it's like the Gaming Pro Carbon. The MSI boards are really nice boards. I've been really happy with their customer service is really good. The quality is really good. So, I'm supposed to use the beam to kill somebody. Yeah, you know what? And it completed. I didn't do it, but for whatever reason, the quest is complete, and I just like drove off into the water. This is the way we got to go. Through here. Blur's using the Z170A PC Mate motherboard. There you go, PC Mate. There's MSI for you. Well, time to stop playing WoW and look for PC parts. There you go. You could be that's going to spiral you down. Oh, the other I really love the Thermaltake, or no, sorry, it's yeah, Thermaltake Versa H21 RGB case. Oh my God, that's such a nice case. The LED lighting, the way they've got it, it's not like really like in your face. It's 2 tracks that run along the top and 2 tracks that run down on the front, and it sits there and pans through various colors. You can set it to static colors if you want. It looks freaking amazing. My friend has a ton of computer parts and he wants to smelt them for gold. Yeah, there's so many toxic chemicals that come from that for trying to burn off all the shit that's on there. You got to be really, 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 really careful for that. Corsair Spec Ops 2 case. Ah, yes, the 02 case or whatever. I'm familiar with some of the Corsair cases. I don't know if I know that one offhand, but I'm using an Antec 900 is the case I've got.
Here there.
Complete quest.
What can I do for you?
Alright, what do we got to do here first? Rhapsody Malts. We're going to go after that because I think that's just going to be something that we got to pick up inside the inn here. Of which we should probably talk to the old innkeep.
I have the finest wires in the land.
Make this inn our home because it's just going to be more useful to us.
Met.
What can I do at the inn? Because I've never been to an inn before. That's amazing. Thanks. Okay. What are we going to pick? We'll take some food. Complete quest. Everyone was talking about the Void Elf. Anyone love the hot female Dark Iron Dwarf? Hot female Dark Iron Dwarf? Really? I never actually looked at the pictures of the toons, so... the first MSI one is, that's probably the PC Mate board for 169. You want to go for the Z270 Gaming Pro Carbon, I think it is.
No. See you soon.
I've already made this in my home. What am I doing? But I do need to have a look at what you're selling. Let me browse your goods. I need that.
Keep your feet on the ground.
While we're at it here, we could probably vendor some shit. Oh, the bracers. We're going to equip those bracers. We don't have any equipped yet. And those are cloth ones. Those were leather that we put on. Yep, it was. Okay. Cloak. Waist is not going to be anything. We got some gloves that we can equip. I'm thinking about building a computer for gaming, but Walmart has one that looks great for 500 US. What are the specs on it? I need to know what the specs are. If you're going to spend money on gaming, $500 seems pretty light for a gaming system. Maybe for World of Warcraft, I think it'll be fine. But I mean, if you want to get into playing Call of Duty World War II or something like that, a $500 box is not. A $500 video card will work. All right, let's vendor off some of this junk that we picked up here that we don't need anymore. Rid of our training vest.
See you soon.
Well, you know what? There are some really nice pre-builts out there. MSI builds some nice pre-built gaming systems. Asus builds some nice pre-built systems. Even Acer has their Predator series. They're not a bad-looking system either. So, $1,000 US would be a sweet spot for most people. Yes. So for us, that's like $1,500 for Canadians. And how we end up getting screwed. Tender boar ribs we got to go get. That's going to be out and about. We got to go kill some boars. So we also have to gather some shimmer weed. And why am I running backwards? Hello. Yeah, Alienware. Ever since Dell took them over, they're just shit. You're paying for a name and that's it. They are not worth the money at all. You're paying for a really fancy looking case, and then even still, the case is so customized that you can't change anything later. So, alright. Tender boar ribs. Let's go kill some pigs. We're going to go kill some pigs. I'm sorry, any pig lovers that are out there. 8 gigs RAM, GTX 1060 i7. That's actually not a bad system for $500. That's pretty good. That'd be all right. I'd maybe throw some more RAM in, but that's cheaper. That's cheap to do. So easy enough to do. It's probably the 3 gig 1060 card that's in there, not the 6 gig. There is not going to be any pigs down in this house. Alright, let's mount up and drive around and see if we can find some boars to kill. We needs to be killing some boars. That is not a boar. They need to actually give us the mobs to kill to complete the quests, don't they? I think that's kind of a necessity. Got some wolves. There's one. Target acquired.
Too far away.
Alright, let's keep cruising. That is a pretty nice starting point. You just want to make sure that whatever like the case is that it's a standard form factor case, like something that you can replace parts in. Because if it's a customized case, then you're going to end up, you're going to spend the money on it and then not be able to, because some of the motherboards now, they have, you know, specific, the way they've got like the front all the front ports that connect to the motherboard. It's all proprietary done. So then you're stuck with that case. You're stuck with the motherboard the way it is. And then some of the power supplies are specifically laid out so that they'll only work with that motherboard. And oh, it's such a pain in the butt. And like most gamers, you're going to end up wanting to upgrade eventually. And you just want to make sure the system can handle those upgrades. So that's why I prefer going the route of getting a custom built PC. You're going to spend a little bit more for it, but at least it's going to be a standard form factor ATX case that's going to be easy to swap out any components in it. It's going to be easy. If you got to replace a power supply, easy, not a problem. They're all the same size, all the same thing. So just use a cardboard box for a case. Yeah, you could if you really don't want proper airflow and proper grounding. I actually, probably about 6-7 years ago, maybe even longer than that now, probably closer to 8 years ago, there was a bunch of us that we built a system in an aquarium and filled it full of cooking oil. Because cooking oil is non-conductive. We use canola oil. And so the entire computer system was completely submerged, except for the hard drive, because the time that we built them, they didn't have SSDs, so we just used a spinning drive, so we had it sit on top of the aquarium. Yeah, if you pick out the parts, I'll have a look and tell you what I think of them and where you should tweak. If you're going for a card, MSI 1070 graphics card, unless you're already good to go. Did you hear about the dude that put a sticker on his processor? You know how many times I've seen stupid shit that people have done to processors? It's amazing where they've put their processor in and then they put that little plastic cover that protects the socket back on, and then they put their heatsink on top of that. You got a 1060 at the moment? Okay, then you don't need to upgrade your card.
What's on your mind?
Complete quest. And we're level 7. Okay, we need to continue on this way to get some more quests done. i7 7700. Don't go for the 7700K. You're just going to spend money on overclocking that you should never do anyway, because you risk the chance of damaging your stuff. So, oh, I can imagine it would set on fire totally, because processors get... You're not going to have the heat transfer that you're supposed to have, and then of course the processor itself the sticker would catch fire. Shimmerage. What do we got here? Shimmer weed is what we're going to get there. And what... Oh, fuck. All of our boars that we need, they're all right here. We could have killed all the boars, everything we needed right here. Will H, welcome to the stream. Any idea what spec you're going to play on the new character? Hi, by the way. Thank you. Hi, and I'm leaning towards Brewmaster right now. I don't know any of the specs. I know that Brewmaster is the tank spec, and that's where my personality tends to suit myself best, is when I'm tanking. So that's kind of the direction I'm leaning right now. I gotta quit doing the roll thing though. I gotta move that button. I can't have that there. That's just in the way. Keep gathering up our shimmer weed. Who's hiding out in there? Anybody? Nobody. Now that's called making an entrance into your room. Here's our first seer down. This will be the last of the shimmer weed we need. So now we're just killing some trolls. Taking out some trolls. I have an MSI Radeon R 390 graphics card, and it's good, but literally everybody else has NVIDIA cards. Yeah, I use I've got an old GTX 680 card is what I'm running in my system. The 10 series graphics cards that have come out are just absolutely amazing. Did Intel skip 6? No, not at all. Oh, i6? i6 doesn't exist. All of the processors go up in odd numbers.
I'm out of range.
But there's a 6th generation. There's i3, i5, i7, i9. The i9 are like really, really high end. I think they came out in the 7th gen, the i9 processors. They're like 10 grand a processor, so nobody's buying them. Not unless you're some big high-end production studio or something. And you're doing, you know, Pixar will pay for processors like that to do video editing. Alright, I need more Sears. And I need one more of the Snow Strider.
I'm getting closer.
Two more Sears, and this quest is done. Are there any Sears hiding out up here at all? It does not look like it. Oh, there's a couple up here. The last two that we need, we're going to take out a couple more extra Snow Striders, though, along the way. Look at all the pigs up here. We could have had more boar ribs than we know what to do with them.
It's too far away.
Why is the i7 6850K more expensive than the i7 7800X? You know what? I don't know the answer to that. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Check the cores on it. It might be a core related thing. That could be a hex core versus a quad core. That could be where you're seeing the price difference. Hex core, oct core, maybe. I think the 78. I want to think the 6850 might have been a hex core processor.
I need to be closer.
All right, we're mounting up. We've got these quests completed. We'll go back and turn them in. Find our pathway out of here. Uh, 6950 is an octa-core processor. That is why. I'm pretty sure it's an octa-core. And you got to look at the cache too. The cache memory that's on the processors as well might be ridiculous on those. Which drives the price up. Which just means, I mean, it's got significantly more processing capability when it's got a significantly more higher L2 and L1 cache on the actual processor. That drives up the price significantly on them, so. It's less swapping it ends up having to do with system memory, so. What would I recommend for an i7? The i7 7700 is totally fine. Cost effective, good performance. See, I'm always about the cost effectiveness, you know, getting your bang for your buck. And the 7700 is a pretty good bang for your buck. 7800, not bad either, but you're definitely going to get more value for your dollar versus the price gain that you get from going from the 77 to the 7800. Inventory. We can equip these boots because we aren't wearing any boots right now.
I can't use that.
I can't use that. That's a shame. Just a 77. The 7700K, the only difference between the 7700 and the 7700K is the 7700 is capable of going up to 4.2 gigahertz if you overclock it. Now, overclocking I don't recommend if you're spending that kind of money on your system. You don't want to risk damaging your system, so why spend the extra money on something that you're not necessarily going to use? I mean, if you want to do overclocking, okay, fine. If you are going to do overclocking, then get liquid cooling. If you're not going to do overclocking, stock cooling is more than enough. You don't need anything more than stock cooling. So, Swank, welcome. You're going to join the Monk Mate. Really cool class, both as heal and DPS. Well, I'm going to play a tank. So it's not going to be fun as a tank, is what you're saying. Apparently, whoever that was thought that was funny. Afraid, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, while everybody's here, make sure you throw a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Share it on all your social medias. Let's get more people watching. I've got a couple more subs tonight. That's good news. That is good news. Right there, for sure. Monk tank? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Yep, Brewmaster. Complete quest, accept quest, accept quest. Let's get more quests. All the quests. Give me all the quests. Pessy, welcome to the stream. Excited with the new tune. I am kind of excited with the new tune because the rogue was dragging on something fierce. And so I am kind of excited to be out here with something new. We're currently, right now, sitting at level 7. We're going to get another spell here soon. Everyone, how are you? I think everybody's doing good. Everybody's been really chatty tonight. No new quests in here. However, we have a blacksmith. So does that mean there's got to be some profession trainers around here somewhere? I want to get my profession training on.
You got my attention.
We're going to sell off some stuff here too. We're going to keep our linen cloth for the auction house. You know what? I'm not going to end up doing cooking on this tune at all. So we're just going to gun all those things. I get the dragging feeling on the rogue as well. Wonder why it was supposed to be fast-paced. Me, I think it was just like for the longest time I wasn't playing it properly, and the last 10 levels I did get, you know, I spent some time trying to figure it out and got better. I still could. There's still lots of room for improvement, but I did get better with it. And things were dying a lot easier. But yeah, Legion quickly taught me a lesson of you don't have a clue what you're running. So Afraid's running AMD gear. There's a quest that will send you to Ironforge. I believe that will come up once I get these ones done here. But I always thought that there was a profession trainer that was right around here. There is a profession trainer right here. I knew there was one.
My, you're a tall one.
Talk to me about gathering. Tell me about herbalism. Train me in herbalism. I don't have enough available. Here we are. Train, accept. And we get to talk to him again because we're also going to take tell me about gathering professions. Tell me about mining a mine. Oh, wrong one. Click the wrong fucking button. Gathering professions, mining, train me in mining, available, train, accept.
Off and away.
Now we need a pick. We're good to go. Now we can mine.
Okay, good.
Now we can mine. Okay, what do we got to do over here? Let's mount up. We got pilfered supplies we got to get. Convoy orders to mountain. Convoy orders to mountain. Convoy orders to mountain. Forces to watch from afar. Culling these. So we got to get 10 Wendigos slain. So that's wolves. The grizzled den. Here's the guys we got to kill.
It's too far away.
My system is a really old Intel Core i7 2600. 16 gigs of RAM. 256 gig Samsung Evo 840 SSD hard drive, plus a couple of like 1 terabyte drives for data storage, and a GTX 680 graphics card. So my system is like ancient. So one day when I can get up to 100,000 views on videos and start actually making $1 a video on YouTube, maybe then I'll be able to purchase a new system. Grim's running i5 4600, 1068 gigs, 2-year-old motherboard. 2-year-old, you see the motherboards? Now that's the thing, is it's 4th gen. So I mean, you're going to end up having to upgrade if you're changing out your processor, because you're not going to be able to buy a 4th gen processor at all. So you're going to have to change the board. So then you're going to be changing the RAM, because you'll be into DDR4 now.
Be good.
Get some Kingston HyperX Fury memory.
How are ya? See you soon.
What motherboard am I running in my system? God, you know what? I don't even know. I know that it was a fucking crazy expensive motherboard in the day that I actually built it. There was basically, at the time I built this system, I originally had 8800 GTs in here running SLI. And it was the only board on the market that Gigabyte sold that supported full-on 16x in SLI mode. Most of the SLI boards that were out there, as soon as you put 2 video cards in your system and you tied them together in SLI, it actually clocked both of your 16x slots down to 8x. So you weren't really getting true SLI performance out of your system. So then I ordered this board, got this board in that when it was running at SLI, it kept both of those PCI Express 16x slots running at 16x in SLI. Now, a lot of people just probably heard wah, 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 wah. Basically, it just kept that bandwidth that it needed on the processor where it needed it, or on the GPUs. So you got true SLI out of the system instead of really only using half of each card. So the motherboard is only 200, the new MSI board. It doesn't surprise me. H270 Gaming Pro Carbon. Yeah, pretty sure that's the board. If you go to MSI's website, you can have a look at all of their boards. It's the H270 series that you're going to want to be... No, sorry, Z. You want a Z270. What am I looking at? You want the Z270. Z270 Gaming Pro Carbon. That's going to make a big difference. Yeah, it's actually not that much more expensive. I'll actually go to MSI's website and I'll post it for you. MSI Canada. Their website is so freaking slow. Products. Motherboards. And I want a filter for the Z270. Don't get a Z370 because the processors aren't out yet for the 8 series. You can't get the 8 series desktop processors yet. They're available in the United States, I think, but they're not available in Canada yet. So, Z270 Pro Gaming Pro, is that the one? That's the one there, I think. I mean, you could go titanium if you really wanted to, but yeah, I think you're just spending money you don't need to spend. Hello. Copy. Paste. There's the motherboard you want to get right there. This guy knows everything. Something X something X. Yes. Oh, I don't know everything, but I am in the industry. This is what I do. I've been doing computers now for over 20 years. So, yeah, it's kind of what I do. I do custom build systems for a lot of my clients. Do server installs. I do AutoCAD design systems. So, high-end workstations with Quattro graphics. All kinds of fun stuff. In the Discord, did you put it in the Discord? There, Grim. Oh, I should look. Are these guys skinnable? I never even thought. Oh, I didn't grab a skinny knife. Motherfucker. Kind of dropped the ball on that one, didn't I?
Well,
Oops.
be good.
Link to the parts. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so you did put it in the Discord. When I get a chance, I'll have a look at the Discord. Right now, I'm going to... I want to try to get to 110, or to 110, to level 10 tonight. That is my goal, so I'm going to do some pushing here to get some of these quests completed a little bit more efficiently than I've been running right now. Afraid build systems as well. Excellent. I actually got pissed off with my system builder here the other day because they I've had some issues with getting some quotes done on some systems where they forget to put particular components in the actual system. You know, like a case, which is, how the hell do you quote me a system without putting it in a case? And I got so frustrated with them that I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to build my own system configurator, and I will build, we're just going to ship in our own parts. I think I'm going to warranty them myself for 3 years, because all the manufacturers come with 3-year warranties on them anyway. I've had it where she's forgot to put a freaking main board on one, and she forgot to put the, so I'm going through all the hardware specs, and I'm like, oh yeah, this looks great, this is great, this is a great processor, and I'm like, wait a second. What freaking board's being used? I want to look at the board, and it's like not listed in the components. She's like, oops, sorry, ha ha ha. No, not, ha ha ha. Don't forget a fucking motherboard for me, thanks. And we go with these guys because they're the only ones that are actually doing system builds right now, and I think it's just, I think it's my rep. I don't think it's the company. I think it's just my particular rep that, I don't know, sees shiny things. Didn't take meds. I don't know. Like, it's frustrating when you expect to be dealing with a professional to get a certain thing, and then you go and quote it to a customer. You go through Newegg, while I go through who Newegg gets them from. So, because I manage a computer store, so we do our system. That's we get them direct from the wholesale distributors in Canada. So
I need a target.
And then we build and assemble. Like, where I'm going to start doing my own builds because I can do a better job of it. So basically, this one system that we just got in, it's the one that she forgot to put a case on it. And I'm like, well, listen, I already quoted my customer. I'm not going back to my customer and saying, oh, I'm sorry, here's your new price because you forgot to do a case. I said, you've got to eat it. Put it in a case and get it to me. Customer's already prepaid. And so they put it in this cheap-ass Cougar gaming case I've never even heard of. The freaking thing, when the case is empty, you could lift it with one finger. It's so lightweight. And it didn't have all of the features. It only had like one 5 1/4 bay in it. And I was going to be installing a card reader and the whole works into the system. And they totally dropped the ball. And she just grabbed like some $5 case out of the dollar store bin. And the thing arrived bent. Like, it was all bent because they didn't put all the screws in for the hard drive. So the weight of the hard drive bent the mount for the hard drive in this thing. It's ridiculous. I mean, I can't even fathom that you would ship a computer out like that. And I looked at it, I phoned her up and I said, in no way whatsoever am I giving this to my customer like this. This is unacceptable. You send me a new case. So she ended up sending me an Antec case in its place. It's going to end up costing her a lot more that she forgot to put a case in there that if she had just put a quality case on it to begin with. And so at this point, I'm like, you know what? My last 4 quotes that I've got from her, I've had to go through with a fine-tooth comb. I'm gonna just start building them myself. All the manufacturers come with 3-year warranty, so I have no problem warranting it. Everything all ends up getting done with the manufacturer anyway, so it's not like them putting in a fancy box and offering a 3-year warranty is going to do anything for me. And then they charge us an outrageous amount of money to assemble them as well, so it drives the price up on the units. So why am I still here killing shit? I think I've got all these quests done. I need to get out of here. I need to get out. See, I got on a rant. You guys got me on a rant, and now... So, my system configure, basically, I'm going to just go with a handful of most of the most common parts that I'm going to end up using in my system builds. Of course, the video card table is going to be significantly larger because there is a lot more to choose from for graphics. But generally, I'm going to be choosing between 3 or 4 different boards. I'm going to be choosing between 3 or 4 different cases. RAM is pretty straightforward. It's going to be always Fury HyperX RAM I throw into the system. Mainly because I like Kingston stuff. Kingston makes some really nice stuff. And I'm not sponsored by them. I'd love to be sponsored by them. Hey, Kingston, if you're watching this, sponsor me. I love your headset, but no. Yeah, I'll end up, and you know what? I'm really happy with MSI stuff. Wink, wink, MSI. If you're also looking for a sponsor, I'm looking for somebody who want to do some sponsoring. I can go with that. How the hell do I get out of this damn fucking cave? Walking around here for days. I'm lost. Kingston has been around for a very, very, very long time. You are absolutely right. MSI's been around a long time too. They've been around. I'd say they've been on the market longer than ASUS has. So lately, I have not been happy with ASUS's quality. That's why I don't even really talk about them that much. They've been just putting out some real shit. They were kind of riding on their name. You know when home audio, or home hi-fi and home theater was a thing? You know, back in the day before everybody switched to just downloading everything. Sony used to have some really good quality stuff, and then they went to shit because they figured, well, they'll just buy it now because it says Sony on it. Well, that's what ASUS has kind of gone. I wouldn't be surprised if the CEO of ASUS is now, former employee of Sony. Gigabyte's a decent brand too, cost effective, maybe not quite built as well as the MSI stuff, but it's cost effective. I'll give them that. Like there's a decent price to, it's affordable. I mean, my system here right now, I've got a Gigabyte board in it and Gigabyte graphics card, and it's worked. I mean, I built this. This is a first gen i7. I've been running this PC now for like 7 years, and it's still as solid as a rock. So I can't knock Gigabyte that much, but really happy with the MSI stuff. So. Not gonna lie, I bought stuff just because of the name. You know what? It happens. Everybody does it. Look at Apple. People buy Apple products and spend ridiculous prices because it says Apple on it. Are you getting anything better than a PC? No. It's an Intel processor. It's an Intel board. They use Seagate hard drives. They actually use ADATA RAM in their systems, or Hynix RAM. The only difference is between an Apple and a PC is they only put in certain hardware components so that they don't have to build drivers for their software. So there's like a small handful of acceptable network cards that work in their systems. There's a small handful of wireless and Bluetooth devices that work with a Mac. Same with chipsets and their video cards and stuff like that. They have them so that they don't have to have a large driver library, where Windows gives you the flexibility to have a much broader driver library to be able to have much more different equipment. So, but the actual, if you were to take a Mac, uninstall it and reinstall it to Windows, it would be the exact same computer. It's all the same shit. So See, some of the AMD stuff is built well as well. It's just they're not going. They just lost on the performance end of things. Their energy, like AMD is building some very energy efficient stuff. It does not consume anywhere near the power usage as what Intel does. So you can build some really, you know, decent, super quiet computer systems. Like if I was going to be building a media box for somebody who wants it in his home theater to have himself, you know, a full-on Windows-based PC, I'll build it an AMD system. You know, one of these newer AMDs. Now, back in the day when AMD first came out, they would be fantastic furnaces, guaranteed to catch fire anytime you wanted to. But nowadays, they run nice and cool, they run nice and quiet, they run nice and efficient, but they're not as high performing. So, is there a quest turn in? No, there's another quest. Is that quest inside? Oh, it's difficult to tell with this. It is inside. It is inside. Go, my child. Your quest is inside the inn.
You got my attention.
Honor students, break a gems list, blah, 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 blah.
Watch your back.
Alright. We're going to go up here. Figure out where to turn this quest in. Yeah, it's only taken them how long to get multi-threaded? Intel's been multi-threaded for like ever. Hey, this is our quest to send us up to Ironforge, I believe. Buy a Griffin ride to Ironforge. Yes, please. Send me to... You are here. Go to Ironforge. We are traveling to Ironforge. Yay. Should I get IPR replacement on my parts? Is that like a instant replacement? What IPR? IPR? What is IPR? Exactly. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I mean, if that's like a replacement warranty versus a repair warranty. What level is my toon right now? My level is 8. Level 8. Oh, that means I should have a new... I got a new spell, don't I? Yes, I do. What did I get? I got Ethus. That's the healing spell, which we're not going to use very often. It can go with our other little healing spell. Or it's our healing trinket. Restores 137 health. 2-minute cooldown. That I never used, and I wore that trinket the entire time on my rogue. Go figure. If it's not, like if it's 10%, if it costs 10% more to be able to get replacement parts versus repair parts, probably not a bad idea to go with your instant replace. So product replacement, yeah. If it's 10% or less of the cost of the price, it might be. It's hard to say. I mean, here's the thing: is if you're running on a battery backup, you're very rarely ever going to have to worry about your motherboard failing. And I have been doing computers now for 20 years, and I think like 5 times I've had to deal with a busted processor, where a processor's failed. And with that said, it doesn't work anymore. I'm a stone. My kid tried to scare me again. He belly crawled into my office under the green screen, grabbed my leg, and I'm like, really? Really? I'm still here. I can still see you. No, they can't see you. But now, shit, I totally lost my train of thought. Thanks for that. Totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, processors. I mean, yeah, 5 times. UPS is a good, absolutely. Especially, Grim, you know what it's like in rural Alberta. Things are shit. So what GPU am I using again with 3 monitors? I'm using a GTX 680 graphics card. So it's a older card. I mean, 680. It's the 80 series card, so it was a decent card in its day, but it's pretty old now. But it handles the 3 monitors no problem, so it starts to glitch out on occasion now and then, but let us turn in our quest here.
What's on your mind?
Complete quest. And we're level 9, and we just finished 50 quests. Except, when is our next little thing going to come? Level 10. We get Rising Sun Kick. Ooh, Rising Sun Kick. Rising Sun Kick. GTX 680, I played Call of Duty World War II on it. I've got a stream of Call of Duty World War II on my channel with this card. It's not, I mean, it's a little choppy, and I was running at medium-high settings with it. No, you know what? I think I even cranked it up to high settings. And it was a little choppy, but it was doable. It wasn't, like, horrible. So, I mean, the 680s, it's still got some jam behind it, but I mean, it's tired. It's a tired card. Buying Griffin Ride back to Karanos from the Griffin Master. I'm just going to do a little lap around here and see if there's any other quests that we can do. Vicky B, welcome to the stream. Good morning to you as well. On our monk. Yes, it's a monk. Did it come with a computer or to install it? I built this PC from scratch. So originally this PC ran with dual 8800 GTX, GT SLI cards. I had it running in SLI when I first built this system. The inn is over here. Where's the inn? Where's the inn? Where's the inn? This way. I want the inn. I'm going to set my Hearthstone up here. So when I upgraded to an SSD is when I switched to... No, I got the 680 before I upgraded to the SSD. What power supply do I have? I have an Antec 750 watt power supply that I'm running in this system. So carvers, what do we got here? No sell price. We've got some herb that's going to go on the auction house. You know, we put this over here. We got some gems that are going to go up on the auction house. Rough stone is probably not worth putting up on the auction house, but we'll try. None of the stuff is really worth very much, but it is what it is. So would 750 be enough to run all the new parts? Oh yeah, 750 totally. Because the boards are the 7th and 8th gen processors are significantly more power efficient. So yeah, you get away with 750 no problem. You don't need a 1000 watt power supply anymore unless you started, like if you were going to run SLI or 3-way SLI, or you were going to run a RAID system with multiple hard drives and then have some data drives. That's where you're going to need the power consumption. That's where you're going to want to bump that up. I don't want to do the Dark Moon Fair stuff. I think we're good to head back to Karanos. Basically, you want to look at your video card wattage. That's going to tell you the most. Cooler Master 750. You're going to be fine with your graphics card. No need to swap it out. Now, it'd be nice if you had a modular power supply. Mine's a modular one, so I only have the leads going out of the power supply that I want for cable management wise. I don't end up with this massive amount of cables in my system. I don't need.
What can I do for you?
Back to Karanos. You're getting quite the education on computers tonight, everyone. I apologize if I'm boring the shit out of you. Bring out the 2004 build for Classic WoW. I don't even have those parts anymore. That would have been my Core 2 Quad Q6600 that actually ran with those 8800 GTs in it back in the day. And then when I upgraded to the new system, I just took those cards in to the system, and then eventually sold off that system. So Athlon 64 FX 55 SLI 6800 Ultra 6800s. Wow, those are a bit older. 2 gig Corsair DDR. Wow, that is some older rig stuff there. That's some older rig stuff there for sure. Ah, square 19-inch monitors too. Damn. All right, where are we going to from here? We've got a quest to turn in. You know what? I need to actually buy a skinny knife too. Let me go back to the tradesmaster here. Make sure I get a skinny knife in my little repertoire of goodies. Terrace, I might be able to get you a GTX 750 for pretty good for cheap. If you actually spec out the 750 versus the 680 I'm running right now, 680 will outperform that. You want to where you see your upgrades is you look at, okay, the 7 stands for what generation you are, and then you have your different tiers, which is your 50, 60, 70, and 80 series tiers for those cards, and that tells you basically what the actual GPU processor is that's in there. So, I mean, you think about a 750, that's your 7th generation with a 50 series GPU. Then you get your 7th series with a 60 series GPU, so on and so forth. So if you're going to see an upgrade, you would want to go, if you were in a 7, if say I'm using a 680 right now, an upgrade for me would be going to a 780 versus going down to a 750, because I'd lose the GPU. It's a lower GPU that's on there, so the little processor that's on that card would be a little bit rough. So I still have my first build that would run WoW back in 2007. Yeah, you know what? And some of the later expansions of World of Warcraft did make things a lot harder on some of those older equipments. That's why people started to really upgrade. But I mean, where you really start to push it on older boxes is if you're going to be doing any raids and stuff, the amount of spell fragmentation and stuff, all of the shaders and whatnot that are running while you're doing those raids and dungeons, that's where you're going to see the biggest push. Why was there no skinny knife for sale from there? Somebody else over here we're gonna find somebody that'll sell me a knife. The level that I was planning on today was 10. So we're close to it. We're level 9 right now. And I'll end up probably quitting once we hit 10. So for the night. Your new laptop runs circles. You know what? And it's because of the energy efficiency of the new processors and whatnot. Even the Intel HD 6200 graphics card would do, it actually plays WoW quite well, running with the stock graphics card in your system. With the new HD, the way Intel's processing now, granted it's shared memory from your system, but it still does a pretty reasonable job. So. You don't need a knife to skin? Oh, I didn't know that. Let's go kill something and see if I can do it without... You can just rip the skin right off him. Nah, me no skinny. Me no skin. Alright. What do we got to do over here? We got to get gyro mechanic gears we got to get. And we got to burn some totems. Alright, Jockey, have yourself a good night, Jock, and we'll catch you again sometime. Throw a sub! If you haven't subbed, throw a sub in there. And we will catch you Like the video too. Please like the video. Please like the video. Okay, what the hell are we here for again? Let's just start killing shit and see what happens. We are killing things. Very top left, first page was the skinny knife. Oh, really? I totally missed it. Very top left, skinny knife. I'm gonna go back. As soon as I get these quests done, I'll go back and get them.
I need to get closer.
Totem! Burning the totem. Totem is burnt. I'm not seeing much in the way of gears to pick up here, though. You're sleeping at your job. Yeah, afraid. Come on. What the hell? No, I'm kidding. Hey, we finally got a gear. Great. This is like a 10% drop rate. Amazing. Amazing that we have such a shitty drop rate.
I'm out of range.
I'm out of range.
I need a target. I need to get closer. It's too far away.
Scavengers are the only ones that drop it. It's 100% drop rate. Scout. Scavenger. There's the scavenger. But do they share a spawn with the other dudes? The scouts. If they share a spawn with the scouts, you got to kill them both, or else you end up with just scouts floating around. And not all of the parts you need. Yeah, it is you are absolutely 100% right. It is a full drop rate on them, but there's not very many of them scavengers floating around here. Lots of scouts though. Look at how many scouts there are. Scouts, scout, 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 scout. Scavenger.
I don't have a target.
Totally one house, roundhouse one-shotting them, so.
It's too far away.
Scouts, scouts, scouts. Everything is a scout. There's a scavenger over here. Three more to go. Oh, little extra aggro to go along with it. Oh, we got some herb over here. Let's go get the herb. Gotta get the herb. Currently 55% of the way through 109. This last couple of quests should probably get us pretty close to I said 109 again. Fuck. To level 9. We're going to be close to 10. I did that the last time too, as I switched toons when I went from the mage to the rogue. The beginning levels, I was always like, oh, it's only going to be, I just hit level 103, and you're only like level 3. My brain is simple at this time of night. Alright, we're running out of scavengers. I'm going to kill off all these scouts to see if we can get some scavengers to spawn. Bring us the scavengers. I need 3 more gears. 3 more gears. Another scout. Another scout. Everything is all fucking scouts. Now we're coming across warriors. Those are new. But I'm here for the herb. There's some peace bloom. Ah, you looked at me funny. You're dying. You bought a stab in the face. And 3 more scouts. So with everything, and I'm looking at 970. That's a bit of an upgrade. Did that get you a chair too?
Far away. I know the target.
Did you get a new chair? Good thing you got a job, eh, to pay for all those things. No chair. There you go. Doesn't take long to rack up those parts, considering you're not replacing your hard drive, you're not replacing your case, you're not replacing your power supply, you're not replacing your video card. So you went board, RAM, and processor. $1,000. We get hosed up here in Canada for the price of computer components. They are way, even with the exchange, it is way cheaper to buy them in the States. This is driving me crazy. We need one more. One more scavenger. What other websites are there for computer parts so I can try to price match? You want to use Tiger Direct. TigerDirect.ca. You'll get pretty decent prices there. Newegg is another one. NCIX, but Tiger Direct is probably, I think, better prices than Newegg or Tiger Direct. Also, don't be afraid to check Amazon Prime. If you know the exact part number you're looking for, you can check Amazon Prime as well, and if you have an Amazon Prime account, because then you get your parts in like 2 days instead of waiting. Back to turning in these 2 quests, and we are 76% completed. First turn in is going to be right here. Captain Thran. Another turn in right here.
Need assistance?
Razzle Spry Sprocket.
You have a great day now.
And we have done it. We've reached level 10. I think that's a pretty good first day's run. It's been so much fun. So I don't have any streams scheduled for Friday night or Saturday night, but if I am around, I will probably end up streaming, but not scheduled. So if you have your little notifications set, definitely have them turned on. That would be fantastic, because then you will get a notification when I do start streaming again. Maybe we can get into another PC hardware rant, and I'll chase everybody away because everybody's bored from Geek Talk. We have another quest turn in over here that we're going to go do, and then we're going to Hearth to Ironforge once I get my quest log filled up with this stuff here.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, so using Tiger Direct processor got the price down to $9.50. There you go.
All right, you then.
Also, you might want to hold off, Grim, because after Black Friday, there's like, what is it, like Web Tuesday, or I don't know, it's whatever the sale is, it ends up happening the next day for all the online marketers. There's going to be a huge online marketing sale. And yes, Black Friday is an American thing, but Canada does it. Cyber Monday, yeah, that's the one. Cyber Monday, there's going to be huge, huge savings on Cyber Monday. Massive savings that you'll be able to get. I can't even compete with them. It gets so brutal, the prices that'll come out. So Cyber Monday is probably your best bet to go with. All right, I think we've got everything all specced out here. Oh, excuse me. Big old yawn. So I guess that's going to mark the end of the stream for tonight. We're going to head back to Ironforge. And we've got our little badass monk moving along. There we be. Let's vendor off our junk that we've got here. Let me browse your goods. All our gray items go. We should see about equipping some of the new stuff that we picked up here. That can go. The staff can go. We'll just keep running with the fist weapons until otherwise told that we should switch to something different. Looks like we picked up some more bags along the way here too. We've got some items that we can use on the auction house, make us a little bit of coin. Any of the crafting reagents, tough jerky, of course, won't go on the auction house, so we're going to whip over to the auction house here right now and go throw them up. Yeah, I've watched some videos of Black Friday, and I just don't get it. It's nuts. Oh, I thought I set my hearth to Ironforge. Damn it. Apparently not. However, I can buy that requires skinning. No, I took herbalism. What did I want skinning knife for? I got herbalism. Oh, I'm an idiot. Fuck, am I an idiot? It's because I had skinning on the rogue. I don't need a skinning knife. What do I need a skinning knife for? It's late. Oh, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. TGIF, man. TGIF. With that, I'm going to take the Flight Master, though. We're going to head up to Ironforge so that we can vendor off our new little found loot.
You got my attention.
You got my attention.
Watch your back.
Herbs and mining. Yep. Strictly cash. Herbing and mining is the reason why you do that. Because you can throw all those mats on the auction house and make pretty decent coin. In fact, on my Paladin, I was easily able to make all the coin that I needed. And before long, by the time I was done my Pathfinder journey, I was just, I was sitting at like just over 100,000 gold. It was nice. So. Oh, my tea is cold. Ugh. But we're here in Ironforge, and I think I can get it down to 877 if I remove the IPR. You know, I wouldn't... Oh, wow. Last bit of that tea was pretty good. Holy shit. Try not to kill you guys, but I don't know what the hell was in the bottom of that cup, but holy shit, that hurt. But we are done for tonight, so you guys all have a good night, and we will catch you